One of my friends the other day said I was addicted to video games. Oh, just because I come home and do something every day until 4 in the morning, all of a sudden I'm addicted? I know you're like me. You'll be sitting at home playing games and then somewhere in the house you hear and your first thought is, I think somebody's breaking into my house. But then your very next thought is, okay, but I'm playing online and I'm live streaming. I can't just pause. So this is how I die. Now a non-gamer would look at that and be like, see, you're addicted. But any of y'all that are gamers know that's a normal situation. So I'm gonna share some stories that people on the outside looking in, they're gonna be like, bro, you're clearly addicted. But anybody who's a gamer, they're gonna hear these stories and be like, bro, that's totally normal. This is very relatable. For example, kids would go to sleep with toys. I would go to sleep with a video game magazine. I would even take video game magazines to school because why not? History book, math book, Game Informer magazine. My parents didn't have money like that to be buying video games all the time because them things were expensive. But the rule was whenever they bought me games, I had to share the games with my sister. The one-player adventure games like Zelda, she didn't like to play, but she liked to watch. Oh, look under that bush. Football, tennis, sports games, me and my sister love to play those together. One time we ordered this tennis game. I'm sitting at home. Bing bong! It's one of those situations where you're home and you hear the doorbell and you think the other person's gonna get the door. Look out the window, it's the UPS man. And I yell, Deka, our game's here! Get the door, you have to sign for it! I'm in the shower! Then I hear, I'm not kidding with you guys when I tell you that I kicked into full action movie mode. In my mind, I was in a Michael Bay movie. Drop kicked my door, ran outside. I think the house even exploded behind me. I was like, Bumblebee! Bumblebee comes flying around the corner, jumped in the car, and chased the UPS man. True story. He gets to the end of my neighborhood, makes a right. I'm flying up. Pull up alongside of him and I'm yelling, pull over! My game is in there! I just blacked out. We've been waiting for this game for so long and it was a Friday, so if we didn't get the game today, we knew we were going to have to wait until Monday. Pull over right now! Beep, 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 beep. And I saw the look on his face and then I realized how much of a crazy person I must have looked like. So then I toned it down a few levels because I realized I was at an 11. This man waited till the last minute and then turned onto the freeway. I could only imagine how this dude came to drop off the game on Monday. Totally relatable, right? And I'm not the only person that's ever chased down a UPS or Amazon or FedEx, right? Okay, here's another story. So I have this famous friend. She says she doesn't want to be named in the video, so we're gonna keep her anonymous. We bonded over a lot of video games, but more specifically, Pikmin. Can we all get together and tweet Nintendo of America and tell them to make a patch for the new Pikmin to make the multiplayer online? What year are we in? So whenever both of our schedules were clear for a weekend, she would pack a bunch of clothes in a suitcase, she'd come over, put her stuff in the guest room, and we would play Pikmin all weekend long. But this one time in particular, she comes over, we're playing Pikmin, I'm used to her play style, and she's just doing things differently, and her patience is just like, Urgh. So the next morning at breakfast, it was very awkward, so I decided to address the elephant in the room. So, we need to talk. Okay. Is there anything you wanna, I don't know, tell me? About what? It's just you have these new moves, and have you been playing with someone else? I just think it's best if we started playing with other people. You wait till now to tell me this? I've been saving myself for you. I haven't played with anybody else, just you. What happened to us? How could you do this to me? This felt like we were having one of those relationship conversations. And I'm sure that's happened to all the gamers out there watching this, right? Question mark? And outsiders would look at me like I'm some kind of crazy addict for talking like this. But I'm not. I'm listening to myself and it doesn't sound like I'm selling my point. Signs you're addicted. You need to have 5 or more of these signs in 1 year to be considered to have a problem. You long for isolation. Okay, I'm just a hermit, so I don't know if that has any merit. You get headaches from staring at the screen too long. I mean, okay, you know, when you get a new game and the frame rate is different, you know, my head be hurting. You start smelling like a homeless man because you stopped grooming yourself. It starts affecting your schooling or work. You can't stop when you say you're gonna stop. You prioritize gaming over everything else. You're in denial about having an addiction. Okay, listen. I didn't come on here to attack myself. I think what we can conclude is I'm not an addict, guys, okay? I never looked at gaming as an escape from my reality. Reality was just always something that got in the way of my gaming. And that's totally something an addict would never say. Right?
If Swoozie wears one shoe without laces, I wear one shoe without laces.
Gotta get out of this place. Gotta get out of this place. Gotta get out of this